This topic is world renowned. For those who have not yet heard the story, I'll retain the title since it includes the punchline. I got caught shoplifting 2 video games for my Sega Game Gear. I'd pulled them out of the packaging and shoved them in my coat pocket, and I was out the door, and I guess they had to wait until I was actually outside for the security guard to bust me. And he was sort of a typical meathead. But, you know, we got pulled back into the security office, and I ended up having to pay a $150 fine plus the price of the merchandise, plus I didn't get to have the merchandise. So that doesn't really make sense.
They should at least have given it to you.
Right. But we got home, and I will never forget that Dad was actually in a good mood, and I hated it, to have to waste a good mood. And who knows, maybe he thought, you know, I tried once to be nice, and look what look what comes home to me being nice. So, so anyway, trying to tell this story, I got back home and he actually said, "Hi," and I said, "Hey," and just ran upstairs. I just ran upstairs and hid in my room because I knew it was going to happen, and I knew it was going to happen immediately, so I you know, had a little bit of hope that, you know, maybe they'll wait till tomorrow or something like that, and I just stayed in my room, and yeah, I wasn't told to wait or anything like that, but so I don't know what her version of the story was, what she told him, but he called me down. He was sitting in that sort of pastel chair with the really rough upholstery, the one that the footstool was always in front of. So he began to lecture me. I was wearing one of my many, many, many Beatles shirts, and went to throw me in the middle of his lecture, and actually missed, and there's still to this day a scar.
Should we try and see it?
Yeah, over by the light here. I'll continue telling as we go over. And
so he went to just attack you?
Yeah.
There it is.
So, he did not succeed in throwing me, but he slashed me right there with his fingernail, and I guess Mom started to regret his rage because she said, "Bob, he's bleeding," and it just trickled all the way down, and it ruined that Beatles shirt. But then he stood up and just kept yelling. I really don't remember a lot of what he told me, but I do remember this. He threw me into our entryway and hit me, and then threw me onto the stairs. I just sort of fell back and was sitting on the 3rd stair, and he stood up and he said, grabbed my head, "When you want something, you will work for it! W-O-R-K!" and smashed my head in the wall with every letter. And then threw me into the front door, and told me that if I get caught stealing as an adult, you know what they'll do? They'll put you in prison where you're going to get pounded in the ass.
The end, right?
I did not learn my lesson.